Welcome to the channel, it's Kay, and in today's swatch sesh, I want to feature my most favorite festive nail polishes. Today's sesh is gonna be filled with sparkle. There's gonna be so much sparkle. You're gonna love it. I know I already love it. So I'm gonna keep this intro nice and short. Let's get right into it and check out my favorite festive nail polishes. I Want to Scream Like the Wildcats Do by Sis Studio. We kick off the sesh with one of my favorite nail seasoning drops of this year. I Want to Scream Like the Wildcats Do was part of Sis Studio's The Magic We Do collection, which was inspired by the 2025 movie Sinners. So what we have here is a rainbow assortment of matte, metallic, hollow glitters, and flakes in a base that contains gold, holographic, reflective glitters, and red shimmer. Basically a true recipe for sparkle. Let me show you how it looks as a topper over black, which forces that red shimmer to come out from hiding and pretty much take over the other elements in the mix. And if I bring in some strong direct lighting, suddenly those gold hollow reflectives become a lot more visible. Notice the little specks of gold across the nail. Those are the golden reflectives, but regardless of how you choose to wear this polish, and regardless if you're in strong direct light or not, this polish's nature is to sparkle. And overall, I do think that the color palette feels very festive. Requiem for a Swan by Mooncat. This polish was released in Mooncat's Dance Macabre collection. I did want to include a black in my festive picks because I feel like a black manicure can be appropriate for anything based on the elements that it contains, right? So this one in particular starts off with that translucent black base, and it has translucent flakies and also micro holographic glitter within it. Somehow though, those translucent flakies manage to do a pretty good job at reflecting the light right back at us, creating a good amount of sparkle. You are gonna get little hints of rainbow pops coming from those micro hollows, but honestly, they can be easily missed because they're so small. This one is still gonna satisfy that need for a black, sparkly look. Secret Santa by ILNP. We're going to the other end of the extreme now with Secret Santa, which is a very vivid red shade that was released in ILNP's Santa's Workshop collection. So this polish starts off in a jelly-like base, and within it, we have those beautiful red shimmers that actually shift into another color, which I'll show soon. Here you can really start to see the festive tone that this particular shade of red carries. It feels so high-spirited, very energetic, vibrant, and just like full of holiday cheer. Check out this other clip where you can see that golden tone making an appearance as I shift my nail a little bit further away from my light. Seriously though, can it get more festive? Red and gold together, it just feels, I don't know, it feels merry. Does that make sense? Nail polish makes me talk weird sometimes. I've never even described something as merry before, but all right then, here we are. All Different Colors and All Different Types by Owl Lacquer. Next up, we have a polish that I am super excited about. So this amazing concoction starts off with a clear base, and within it, we get silver reflective glitters, which interestingly enough are already sparkling on the brush. There's also gold holographic micro glitter and a rainbow assortment of multi-chrome flakies, which you can already see are throwing off colors like blues, purples, pinks, greens, yellows, and honestly, so many other tones. This is one of those polishes that is not gonna stay still. You're gonna get so much movement from it and color out of it. Keep in mind, I'm wearing this by itself, but you can use this as a topper in one coat, I would recommend. Take a look at the reflective power. There is no lack of a sparkle, of a twinkle, of a flicker and shine. This looks a little breathtaking. I do adore how the rainbow colors from the flakies still manage to come through. Even amongst all that reflective power, this really feels like holiday magic, like something sprinkled good luck and fortune over you, and honestly, I think you will feel very lucky and very magical with this one. Bit of Bubbly by Cracked Polish. Okay, I know it's actually bubbly. Bit of Bubbly is conveniently part of Crack's food coma collection, something that some of us might be going through during these end-of-year get-togethers. So let's break down these ingredients. What we have here is an unknown colored base. It seems to be clear, but what we are sure of is that it is on a strict gold shimmer diet. I did want to include a classic gold nail polish in my picks today because it's just one of those colors that is heavily associated with the end-of-year festivities and holidays. And while there are many tones of gold and many different ways to execute them, I personally am a big fan of this one right here. Bit of Bubbly might also not be the sparkliest option, but I do think it's super festive. Fireside Mood by Zombie Claw. We have another nail seasoning to swatch. Fireside Mood is one of my favorites from Zombie Claw's full Slay Ahead collection. So here we have a clear base that is perfectly seasoned with red glitters in various sizes and finishes. We have some red metallic glitters in there, but there are also some red hollow glitters as well as silver reflective elements, which do a great job at completing the look. Zombie Claw did great with viscosity here. They reached that sweet spot with the way the glitters are released and scattered with each brushstroke. Take a look at the reflective action here. We get a sparkle upgrade when strong direct light is added into the mix, and those red and silver glitter elements start putting on a little light show for us. Star Destroyer by Mooncat. Star Destroyer was part of Mooncat's collaboration with Star Wars, and it is the shiniest silver metallic polish in my collection, and you're gonna see that right away because of its icy blue silver metallic flakies joining forces with silver metallic flakies and that micro holographic glitter. Although I will say that the hollow glitter gets outshined by those flakies, so they are not the most visible. And it's okay though, because the silver flakies are more than happy to carry the sparkle weight of this polish. I think this has to be a silver polish lover's dream. It's quite different from the Night Owl polish that I swatched that is very colorful. This one is strictly for those seeking an extreme silver sparkle with some added texture coming from those flakies. TLDL, these are my favorite festive polishes, but honestly, any polish can be festive, right? That's really between you and how your polish makes you feel. Personally, I try to stick with colors that are associated with end-of-year festivities, the reds, the golds, the silvers, but I do think that the only color I'm missing here is a nice sparkly green. I don't really have a green in my stash that feels festive, so if anyone has any recommendations for that, please help your girl out. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You are the best. I do hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.